All right, guys, welcome back. Wake Up Nigeria here. My name is Mazino Appeal, and it's time for some motivation. And today we have been joined by Fola Daniel Adelesi, as usual, an inspirational speaker who's a trained communication expert. And he's also a renowned author with more than 5 published books and a quintessential public speaker who speaks professionally and trains effectively. He'll be talking about changing your crab mentality. Welcome to the show, Fola Daniel.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Good to have you. So first off, let me start by saying I was a bit confused when you talked about crab mentality. I'm like, what is this crab mentality you're talking about? But I think a lot of people might also be confused out there. So why don't we start by you explaining exactly what crab mentality is?
Okay, I'll explain it by telling you 2 different things. One of the things that we have in our society, the African society generally, is that when one person tries to succeed, even before the person is able to succeed successfully, pardon my use of words, we start drawing the person, we start placing so much demand on the person, and eventually the person is not able to rise, and the person comes back to the level of every other person. Now, the crab mentality stems from a research that was done several years ago, and they found out that when you pack some crabs into a bucket, what is most likely to happen is that none of them will get out of that bucket.
Yeah.
And the reason none of them will get out of that bucket is because whenever any one of them tries to get out, the others will pull that one down. So another one will try to get out, they will pull it down. Each time any crab in the bucket tries to get out, others will pull that crab down. So the crab mentality is that mindset that enjoys it when everyone is on the same level, when everyone is not progressing, when no one is succeeding. If you find out that you are happy, you remember when we were in secondary school and you found out that you just failed a test, and you're sad, but suddenly you realize that everyone in the class failed the test.
You have good company.
And you're happy.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's one perfect example for it. If you failed an exam and you're thinking, oh, I'm not happy, I failed this exam, then a friend comes around and says, oh, don't worry, we all failed the test. And all of a sudden, you start cheering up just because you found out that everybody failed the test. That's an example of the crab mentality. The crab mentality is the kind of mindset that makes you happy when everyone around you is on the same level.
Well, you see, Fola Daniel,
so we need to break that mindset.
You see, first of all, it sounds like the last place I worked. But noting that, it seems like it's endemic to us as Nigerians. It's like as if it's a normal thing. So how do we escape such a mentality as an individual and then as a group?
Okay, so there are 2 different people now. Let me start with those of us who are trying to get out of it. Number 1, there are certain things you will be doing and you must make sure that nobody knows about it. If you get people to know about it, then you're in trouble already because they'll do everything to pull it down. You need to learn how to catch people by surprise. You need to learn how to show people your results and not your plans. If you learn to show people your results and not your plans, it becomes a little easier for you to overcome the crab mentality. Now, let me deal with all of us as individuals. We need to come to that point where you're genuinely happy for others, no matter how well they are succeeding, even if you are not succeeding yet. If you're not happy for others, it becomes difficult for you to attain the kind of success that they are already achieving. One of the principles of success is for you to be happy for others, genuinely happy for them, celebrate them when they excel, celebrate them when they succeed at something, and that success, because you're celebrating it, can easily come to you. But if you are bitter towards someone else who has achieved something, you're most likely not going to be able to achieve that thing. And the reason is, your bitterness will stop you from learning from that person.
Nice.
Your bitterness will not allow you to see the secrets, the strategies, the opportunities that the person harnessed. But if you genuinely, say for example, you are succeeding and I come to you, one of the reasons that I'll be able to achieve whatever you are achieving is that I'll be humble enough to ask you, how did you do it? What else can I do to achieve what you're also achieving? But if I'm bitter, I'm never going to come to you. I will not ask you what the secrets are. I will not ask you what the strategies are. So I'm just going to remain on the same position. So all of us must be happy for other people. If you're not happy for other people, if you're wishing they will never succeed, you will never learn their own secrets to success.
So let me tell you something.
And again, you as an individual Don't share your plans, show your results.
Yeah, so let me tell you something that happened a couple of minutes ago here on the show. I revealed to the rest of the crew that I was going to be sculpting my body, and then in 3 months I'm going to look like this very handsome guy, maybe like Johnny Bravo on TV. In retrospect now, I regret that I did that. Because according to what you said, I should not have exposed it. I should have let my results spoken for me. Because the truth is, I actually did see some sense of jealousy in Mike's eyes when I told them that. So, yeah, thank you for that one. Okay, I only hope, I wish that this came in earlier.
Sides to read.
But talking about
there are two sides to it.
Okay.
Actually. And there's the side of confession. There's also the side of sensing that people will not let this work. So the part of confession is looking for trusted people who believe in you.
I don't trust Mike. I don't trust Mike.
You.
He's not trusted.
Okay, maybe you should trust Titi or Mary.
But you also spoke about genuine happiness. It is not very easy to have genuine happiness when you have jealousy. Sometimes, let's face it, it comes very natural, jealousy. How do you do that now?
Yeah, that's why we're addressing this issue today. If you have jealousy, jealousy is going to be your greatest undoing as an individual. Because instead of, as I said earlier, learning why people are succeeding, you're just going to be bitter towards them. So if you're bitter towards anyone, you would not be able to get close and ask them what the secrets are, what the strategies are. You're just going to stay at a distance, so you must take away jealousy. That's number one. Apart from jealousy, you must take away your pride. If you're proud, you will not be humble enough to learn from any other person. So jealousy will not allow you to celebrate others when they're succeeding. It can be tough. Take, for example, your friends get admission, you haven't gained admission, your friends are able to move to better companies, you are struggling to earn some decent pay. It can be tough. But one of the things you must learn is you're only seeing today. You don't know what's going to turn around tomorrow and how things are going to favor you, and you, who is envying someone else, will become the envied. But if you're going to turn the tables, jealousy cannot be on that table.
True.
Because jealousy will not allow you to turn that table. So to be happy for others genuinely is one of the secrets to success.
Absolutely.
Be happy for them, and don't just be happy for them, because if you're just happy for them, you won't learn much. After you show that you're happy for them, ask them, what is the secret?
Yeah.
Help me as well.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's just hope that they'll tell. But thank you very much, Fola Daniels. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show with all these motivation and great nuggets that you give to us. I'm going to be taking your advice. I hope, Mike, I hope you're not jealous. Don't worry, I'll give you the details when I'm successful after sculpting my body. Okay, so I was only confessing. I wasn't bragging.
Keep saying it.